are finally here. We are at officially the week 1 of the NFL regular season. The off season is over, and the Lions are getting ready to suck ass again this year. As it looks like the Lions are starting another painfully long ass rebuild. Again. So of course, this week the Lions play host to the San Francisco 49ers. So the Lions got a tough task against the 49ers. So, of course, in terms of the Detroit-San Francisco rivalry, 49ers lead the all-time head-to-head series 38-28-1. San Francisco has also won 10 of the last 11 meetings against the Lions. The last time Detroit beat San Francisco was 2015, which was the last time the Lions and the 49ers played in Detroit. Granted, that was 2015. That was 6 years ago. A lot has changed since then. So, of course, right now I'm entering this game. The point spread right now has the 49ers favored in this game by 7.5, 8 points. So, 49ers are pretty heavy favorites in this game. In terms of the key players in this game, at QB, we're not sure who the hell the QB is going to be. It's either if it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo or Trey Lance, the rookie. Now, it could be Jimmy Garoppolo starting week 1. Since Trey Lance is questionable with a finger injury. And I think the best case scenario would be for the Lions is if Jimmy Garoppolo is the starter. Because you all know what happened the last 2 times the Lions have faced the rookie QB in week 1? I'll tell you what happened. 2018, we faced Sam Darnold in his NFL debut. And then against the Jets in 2018 on Monday night. Sam Darnold proceeded to torch the living shit out of the Lions. And in 2019 in week 1, the Lions had to face Kyler Murray in his NFL debut in the Cardinals. The Lions end up blowing an 18-point lead in the 4th quarter to have the game end in an embarrassing tie. What could happen this year with Trey Lance as the week 1 starter for the 49ers? We'll have to wait and see if he does start. Good chance that the 49ers may just rush Trey Lance and play it safe and not have him start until he's ready to go, since we all know the clock is ticking on Jimmy Garoppolo. And Garoppolo's gonna probably be gone next year. But anyway, continuing on though. At running back, the 49ers are really a running back by committee team. Like, there's really not a clear-cut number one running back. It could be a number of players. Like, it could be their rookie third-round pick, Trey Sermon. There's a good chance the running back that they're probably going to start a year off with is Raheem Mostert, who's easily the best running back on that team. Their wide receiving and passing game core, it's led by the likes of Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, and George Kittle. And Kittle being one of the best tight ends in the game today. And, of course, the defensive line was still loaded with talent, named with Eric Armstead, who is questionable with a groin injury. You also got Nick Bosa, who will be coming back after his ACL injury last year. So he'll be back ready to go. You also got Dee Ford in there. Then you got Javon Kinlaw to shore up that defensive line. Linebacking core still has some great names. Names like Fred Warner, Dre Greenlaw. And then you got Azeez Al-Shahir, who is questionable for this game with a knee injury. And in the secondary, it's led by Kawan Williams, Jaquise Tarrant, and Jimmy Ward. I'm sorry if I said Tarrant's first name wrong. Jaquise. It's a bit of a tongue twister, so I apologize there. In terms of the coaching staff, the head coach, of course, is Kyle Shanahan. And then offensive coordinator, it's still Mike McDaniels. And, of course, the 49ers have a new defensive coordinator, which is DeMeco Ryans, who's taken over for Robert Saleh after Robert Saleh left to become the head coach of the New York Butt Fumbles. And, of course, in terms of the team rankings for the 49ers last year, despite all the injuries the 49ers faced last year on offense and defense, the 49ers offense was still ranked top 10. They were the 8th ranked offense in the league, 6th passing the ball, and 8th in the run game, and 6th in the passing game. And of course, in terms of the defense was still ranked top 5 despite all the injuries. You know, The defense was the 4th ranked defense last year. They were number 3 against the pass, number 6 against the run. So they still held their own. The one thing that held the 49ers back last year was the number of injuries. Like you look at their roster last year, there was no way in hell they were going to win with that many injuries. So for the 49ers last year, don't get fooled by that record. They're a lot better than that record states. Hell, they were just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. And honestly, they should have won the Super Bowl, but they honestly got kind of robbed by ref ball. And the NFL's boner for Patrick Mahomes. Like, literally for the 49ers, the 2020 season was literally the 2018 season where the entire team was injured by week fucking 5. So yeah, don't sleep on this team. This team could surprise some people. Especially if Trey Lance comes swinging right out of the gate. Because Trey Lance was a QB I was pretty high on in the draft. So overall in this game, well, it's going to be tough for the Lions in this game. Like, the best chance the Lions have at winning this game is if jittery Jimmy Garoppolo is in. If Trey Lance is in, the Lions will get torched. Let's be real. Not many Lions fans are expecting the Lions to win this game. I think the Niners are going to win this game pretty handily, regardless of the QB, because that team is loaded, and the Lions this year look pretty bad. But the Lions did make some roster moves today, because they did cut Helani Tavai, and they did acquire a receiver. They acquired Trinity Benson from the Denver Broncos, along with a 6th-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. In exchange, the Lions gave the Broncos their 5th-round pick in 2022 and their 7th-round pick in 2022. So now the Lions now no longer have a 4th, a 5th, or a 7th-round pick in 2022. Their only day 3 pick is a 6th-round pick. And of course, for the Lions, they were trying to trade Helani Tavai for more picks, but they just couldn't get any takers. So yeah. And of course, Benson, he was more than likely going to be cut or waived anyway because the Broncos wide receiver room is so crowded. So he was going to be an odd man out, and he did have a pretty good camp. But Benson, it just the Broncos receiver room had too much talent, and he was just going to be an odd man out. Now, Helani Tavai, this was someone I was pretty high on, but he was pretty disappointing last year in this preseason. Like, don't get it wrong, Helani Tavai had a really good rookie season. But then last year, he fell victim to the sophomore slump. And then this preseason, he just couldn't snap out of it. And yeah, Dan Campbell had to say goodbye. That's just how it is, you know. Helani Tavai had potential, but in the end, he just ends up being another bust. So another bust bites the dust for the Lions. And let's be real, I think Helani Tavai was on the hot seat entering preseason. Especially with Julian Okwara being drafted last year. And then adding, Derek Barnes was also drafted this year. And Derek Barnes had a very impressive preseason. Like, I honestly want to see Derek Barnes start this week. I want to see how Derek Barnes starts against first-team reps. I want to see him be a starter this week. If he's not a starter, then I'm not sure what the hell is going on. Like, there should be no reason why Barnes isn't a starter this week. Unless Dan Campbell doesn't want to rush him or anything like that. Because Derek Barnes has been that impressive this week. Like, really for this season, I really have next to no expectations for the Lions this year. Like, the only expectation I want the Lions to be is I want the team to be at least fun and exciting to watch and not be a goddamn chore. Like, that's really my only expectation. And we'll have to see how Jared Goff does. But Goff is probably going to be left to die. We'll have to see what happens. Like, really this year, the Lions are more fucked this year than they were last year. But yeah, the question is, though, let's be real. If the Niners win this week, I'm guaranteeing a majority of the Lions fan base is going to stab Campbell and Holmes in the back and demand both of them to be fired after week 1. And for any Lions fan that's going to do that, give it up. Campbell and Holmes are definitely not being fired after week 1. I honestly feel like Lions fans only complain and say all that stupid shit just to sound fucking retarded. And just to hear themselves talk. Because Lions fans don't think before they fucking speak. And that's a proven fact. So yeah. All I say this year is to all the Lions fans that have common sense and actually have a fucking brain, unlike like 95% of this fucking dumbass fan base. Just embrace the suck and enjoy this season. It's going to be a long-ass year. And it's now 18 weeks this year with the 17th game. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got to say. See you all later. Peace.